Okay, guys, so I'm in the mood for chili. Normally, when I make chili, I make a huge pot of it. I have like 2 to 3 pounds of meat in there, 3 to 4 cans of different kinds of beans. I put tomato paste, I put diced tomatoes, I put red peppers, green peppers, onion. I mean, I make a nice huge pot of chunky style chili, which is what we like. But we feel like eating chili, but I don't have all the stuff that I need to make it. But I have enough, and I'm going to substitute maybe an odd ingredient just to make a small batch. We should get about 3 big bowls of chili tonight for dinner, and that'll be enough. So I'm chopping up 1 onion. I have 4 to 5 cloves of garlic that I just smashed. And again, we like it chunky style, so I'm not cutting the onion too small. We like a nice big bite. And whenever we have leftover chili, we put it in spaghetti. You could put it on hot dogs. We normally eat it with rice the first night, but tonight I'm not even making rice. We just feel like eating chili with tortilla chips with a little cheese and sour cream, kind of like making a nacho out of it. And that's what we're going to do. So we're doing it nice and chunky, not too liquidy, fairly dry. So I'm just dicing up 1 onion. That's enough because I only have a pound of meat that I had in the freezer frozen, and it's turkey, frozen turkey. So it's going to be a lean chili, but then we're adding sour cream and cheese at the end. So it won't be that lean. Okay, so I have the 1 onion chopped. I have 4 to 5 cloves of garlic that I crushed with the knife. And I am getting half of a green bell pepper. And I'm going to chop that up, and I'm going to have fairly big pieces, just like the onion. Again, we like our chili chunky style. Okay, so I'm going to put some olive oil in my Dutch oven, get it nice and hot, and then I'm just going to throw the turkey in there. Honestly, the turkey's still frozen, but that's okay. I'm just going to cover it and let it like thaw with the heat from the Dutch oven, and then I'll start breaking it up and brown it. Totally fine. Yeah, so I can't even break it up. It's still totally frozen. So I'm just going to cover this, let it thaw, and then I'm going to uncover it in 10 minutes and it'll be thawed. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of this Goya adobo. It's like a general all-purpose seasoning. It's salt, pepper, garlic, turmeric, and oregano, I think, in there. And that's it. I'm just going to mix this up, let it brown. Okay, so the meat is all browned. So I'm going to take it out of the Dutch oven. And there's really no grease down here because the turkey was 93 or 97% lean. It's like really super lean turkey. So I'm just taking it out. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in the pan because I don't want the meat to get, I don't want the vegetables to get steamed, the peppers and onions. I want them to get some color. And if I leave the meat in there, they won't get color and the meat will get dried out. So I'm taking out the meat, putting it in a bowl, and then I'm going to put the peppers and onions to get them caramelized, nice and toasty, delicious, tons of flavor, and then we'll start dumping everything in to make the quick chili. Okay, so I'm just adding about a teaspoon of olive oil, not too much, because I don't have that many vegetables. It's half a green pepper and 1 white onion. And I'm just going to throw that in the Dutch oven and get that nice and caramelized and browned up. Okay, you just want to make sure the oil is hot, and then you can throw in your 4 to 5 cloves of smashed garlic. You're going to throw in your white onion. You're going to throw in your half a green pepper, and you're just going to let them get nice and soft, caramelized, cooked a little bit. That's going to be flavor. You can salt your vegetables, put some black pepper. I'm just going to do some black pepper. I did a little more olive oil. It was a little dry. I'm just going to add black pepper because the chili seasoning has a lot of salt in it already. So I'm just doing some black pepper grind. Give it a stir, and I'm just going to let this cook for 4 to 5 minutes. Just let the vegetables get a little caramelized and delicious. And we're going to start dumping all the other ingredients in the Dutch oven. Okay, this is looking nice and brown and toasty. So now I'm going to put a 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes undrained. And I'm going to add a can of black bean. No, these are kidney beans, undrained. Normally, I add 3 different kinds of beans to my chili, but because this is a small, quick batch, this is what I have. So a can of kidney beans undrained. I'm adding the turkey meat back in. I added a can of Rotel over the tomatoes, but my camera had turned off. So normally you don't put Rotel in your chili because it's tomatoes and chilies, but I'm making do with what I have, and that's what I had in the cabinet. And I did 1 envelope of mild chili seasoning, and that is it. I'm going to give this a nice mix, and then I'm going to cover it. I'm going to let it simmer for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. Not long. And that's it. Chili will be ready to serve. Okay, so I'm just going to cover it. I'm going to let it simmer for 20, 30 minutes. Okay, it's ready. Look at that yummy, delicious, simmering pot of chili. All right, chili is ready, chunky style. So normally we have a big pile of rice at the bottom of the bowl, and we put the chili right over the rice and we eat it like that. But today we are doing a bowl of chili with tortilla chips with sour cream and cheddar cheese. So I'm just going to get a nice big bowl of this big chunky chili, just like that. And that's it. Now I'm going to sprinkle some cheddar cheese on top and a dollop of Daisy. Well, not Daisy, but sour cream. Nice thick cheddar cheese. You can mix this up and let the cheese melt, but when we're doing it with tortilla chips, we like the cheese to be like that, unmelted. It will start to melt a little bit with the heat, but okay, so I'm serving up the second bowl. This quick batch of chili with half a green pepper, 1 onion, 1 pound of beef, 1 can of beans, and 1 can of diced tomatoes, and the small can of Rotel made 3 big bowls like this. And each bowl was about 3.5 to 4 cups of chili in there. So I'm just serving up the last bowl here and a dollop of whipped cream, and then we'll give it a taste. Okay, we always get the restaurant style tortilla chips because they're a little more firm and they don't break as easy. And they can hold up to the weight of a nice big pile of chili on there. A little sour cream and a little bit of cheese. Mmm, that is so good. Mmm, delicious. Sometimes I put a little drop of Frank's Red Hot right on top to give it that vinegary tang. So good. And if you don't have chips, try some saltine crackers. Pretend you're at Wendy's. You can even put some raw chopped onion on top. So good. Thanks for watching.